Hey guys, what's up? Extraordinaire David here, and this is my new series, Attachment Extraordinaire with Extraordinaire David. So there's a couple things I just want to throw down real quick, and I'm probably going to put these in the beginning of every episode. On the bottom left now should be a link to take you to my video explaining what this series is about, and things like that. So if you're curious as to what this is about, or you haven't seen it yet, there you go. On the bottom right should be a timestamp. Go to that part of the video, and I'll take you to the end, where I talk about how my games were, and basically it just gives you an overall summary of the gun in case you don't want to see the live commentary. So today's gun is the M16 with extended mags, and pretty good gun. I enjoyed using it, and you'll be able to see from live commentary how it works, and the pros and cons, which I'll mention at the end of the video. But other than guys, that's pretty much it. If you would tell anybody you know about the series, I'd really appreciate it. I put a lot of work into this first episode, and I'm going to be putting a lot of work into the rest of the episodes, and I'd really like to maybe get this series going somewhere. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the commentary, and I'll talk to you guys at the end of the video. Peace. Alright, here we go with game number 2 with the M16 extended mags. Let's do this. I have C4 on in case I run out of ammo. This way I can commit suicide, and obviously I wouldn't put that death in there. So far the M16's doing pretty well. I'd say it handles pretty decently. The hardest part is just being able to see your opponents sometimes because of the iron sights being somewhat difficult to use. But I could definitely see myself becoming pretty well adjusted to them if I had to, and getting decent with them. The extended mags are really nice. Like I said, it makes it somewhat like a G11. I would probably suggest steady aim on it. Really, if you can't get adjusted to the iron sights, I would suggest steady aim. I mean, if you can't get adjusted to the iron sights, I would suggest Warlord. Ooh, lucky headshot. I'm really wondering if I should take lucky headshots out. Like, if I should not count that as a kill or a death, but just make that in between. Because you can say, you know, without the headshot, I would have died, but maybe I wouldn't have. Maybe I would have still got the burst off in time and killed him. You know, you don't know. Oh, that would have been a dirty turn on. Get that guy. Where are they all at? Is there a guy in the crate? There's a guy over there. It's a motion sensor here. Let's pop that boy out, and just to make that guy have a harder time of living. It's probably the guy that's 5-0. He's probably freaking camping with a motion sensor, which is really gay. Alright. No one. I don't know where everybody's at now. But yeah, I'm pretty happy so far. Like, this is my second game, but like a lot of these gunfights are coming out pretty fairly. I mean, I get shot in my back, but you know, for the most part, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, the numbers aren't going to be perfect because there's going to be a lot of gunfights where I shoot people in their back. And I'm probably going to keep mentioning how these numbers aren't going to be perfect. I'm sorry, but yeah, there's going to be plenty of times where I don't get fair gunfights, but that's part of Call of Duty. And plus, it's not like I don't run the risk of getting turned on. I'm sure I'll be running things like the Scorpion Suppressed. It's gonna be a gun I guarantee I'm gonna get turned on plenty. That's really what I can't wait to do is the submachine guns personally, because of the dual wielding. Got a burst on them. The dual wielding's gonna be really fun to do. There's a good example of the M16's range. That guy is laying prone. Camping spawn. What a bad kid. Plus, this is good too. It's gonna give me good XP. Even though what's gonna suck is eventually I'm gonna have to prestige. I'm not gonna stay at 50 forever. I'm gonna probably get a couple assault rifles done, and then I'm gonna have to go get the pro perks again. That's the other thing I need to mention is, oh, I'm dead. Oh no, but I jumped into a fucking 74u kid. I cannot hit that guy. That's another thing is, I don't even remember what I was talking about now. I got all pro perks, Ghost Pro, so like I have Ghost on, so I don't get UAV'd. Fucking faggot! Oh my god, like that's a death. Like I don't even want to put in there because that's complete bullshit of a death. That came down to no gun skill, but purely camping. But I will. I mean that's part of the thing is I can't. Really, if I wanted to, I'd have to go into every single gunfight, and you'd have to select every fair gunfight and say, you know, these are the gunfights where it was truly gun on gun. Did I win or lose? So, I mean, I gotta go off what I got. in my back. So, and plus, it's like when you think about it, it probably kind of evens itself out a little bit. In that, I'm gonna get a bunch of kills. There's probably some kills I'm gonna get that are in the enemy's back, and then there's gonna be deaths I take that are in my back. So it probably kind of evens itself out, most likely, or at least somewhat. Probably not perfectly, but you can use that as a reason to why I have it the way it is. I am just rambling at this point. Fucking, that's something where we're gonna see like whether or not the G11 does better or not. That is one bursting. I heard a rumor that the M16 got a damage increase, and I can't really. I don't know whether I believe it or not, even after using the M16 for a little bit now. Dude, get out of here! God, with the fucking knife, dude. I got first shots. It should pretty much be gunfight over there. Okay, he should have either had to outgun me or died, not fucking melee me. So stupid. So stupid. I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna shot in my back. Come on, where the fuck is everybody at? I was getting a lot of hit markers. I think I was hitting the guy through the wall over there. Plus, another cool thing is like, I can't wait to see as I'm playing, like where different attachments save my life. Like I'm gonna get into, like for example, I might get into a couple gunfights or get into a sloppy gunfight and then get into another one, and because I have extended mags, it ends up saving my life. Obviously there's some situations where a sleight of hand's gonna do the same thing. I'm wondering like if I should have used like Warlord maybe instead. This way, it was even more based off the attachments, because if I just use regular Warlord, I got Tomahawks, jeez. If I use regular Warlord, I don't get the bonus of anything, so it would have been even more. It would have even given an even better analysis of how good that attachment is. Because the whole series is just to show how good the attachments are. But like I said, the reasoning behind it was a lot of people use sleight of hand. A lot of people use sleight of hand. So people are going to be more interested in the numbers combined with sleight of hand versus anything else. And we're about to wrap this game up here, hopefully with a nice 2 KD. Ooh, there's an easy kill. There we go. Alright. And I believe I did take a knife death. Like I said, any knife kills I get and any knife deaths I get aren't going to count. Because there's no gunfight in that. That was just purely me dying from a guy knifing. No, I'll never take a kill. I'll never make anything that doesn't count death-wise doesn't count kill-wise, and vice versa. So that's a good kill. Alright guys, this is my scores and stuff from the games I played. My first game I got a KD of 1.81, my second game a 2.30, and my third game a 2.00. So my average KD with the M16 extended mags is 2.06, slightly above my actual KD. So real quick, I'm going to explain why the KD from game 2 changed. There are certain rules that are in place so that certain deaths or kills I may get don't count because the gun or attachment I have don't affect that situation. So for example, if I get knifed, regardless of whether or not I had a suppressor or extended mags, I would have died regardless. For example, in game 2 I think I get knifed. It might have been game 1. One of the games I do get knifed, or I get a knife kill, and regardless of what attachment I had there, it wouldn't have mattered. I could have had any attachment, I still would have knifed that guy, he still would have died. The only time this might change is like shotguns, where if I get a hit marker with like an Olympia, I probably wouldn't have gotten a hit marker with the stakeout. So if it looks like one of those kind of situations where I had a better shotgun or attachment, then maybe then I'll say, yeah, this is a knife that counts. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was the stats for the M16. Oh, I almost forgot. That's what I forgot. Sorry about that, guys. Real quick, I just want to give you guys cons and pros from this attachment for this gun. Pros are, it's like the G11, because you have extended mags. You have 45 rounds, almost 48 like the G11, and that's pretty much the only really good pro you get from it. The cons are, it's harder to see with this gun. It's got the bulky iron sights, and it's kind of square, so it blocks, kind of blocks your sight when you're aiming down sight. So, but it's not too hard to adjust to. Even after a couple games, I already adjusted to it pretty easily. So I definitely would suggest, if you're not good with the iron sights, to use something like Warlord and put on a red dot. The other con is it eats up ammo pretty fast. I can see myself getting adjusted to this attachment and then just plowing through. It's like what, you get like 2 clips worth of ammo, I think, or 3 maybe. I think you get 90 bullets on backup. So I mean, you have a good amount of ammo still, but you still will find yourself most likely running out of ammo. So the last thing I want to suggest is 3 perk setups that probably would work the best with this gun. The first one would be Scavenger, Sleight of Hand, and Tactical Mask Pro. Scavenger with Warlord if you're bow with Iron Sights, and then Tactical Mask Pro again. Most likely that's probably really the best third perk because you don't want to be running around, so you don't really need Marathon or Hacker. And I can't remember the rest of the third perks. Ninja again, you probably won't be running around too much unless you're Soundhorn, maybe Ninja. But and I think there's one other. Oh, Second Chance. That's bad. Don't use Second Chance. And the other perk setup would be Scavenger with Steady Aim, and then Tactical Mask Pro. Obviously, the first perk can be changed out for possibly Ghost or Flak Jacket, but for the most part, Scavenger is probably what you're going to really stick to. But that's the rest of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know with some feedback, comments, likes or dislikes. What do you think of this series, guys? I'd really appreciate it if you guys would let me know. Anything I can do to make this series better, just let me know, guys. Anything, come on, just please let me know. I want to try to make this as best as possible. I'm really having fun even with this first episode. I want to make sure everything really works out with this series. But I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and the rest of the video is just going to be the rules. So if you care about them, check them out. Otherwise, that's the end of the video for you. Peace out. Alright, so I'm going to try to get through this as quick as possible. So the rules are, the perks I'm using are because these are 3 most used perks in my opinion in the game. People are most usually Ghost, Sleight of Hand, and Hacker. So this way, the averages I get in the gameplay I can get are used with perks that people use the most and can correlate and relate to the most. And probably the perks they'd like to see most because they're the ones they're worried about. Sorry about using the word most so much. The kill streaks, I'm not using kill streaks. I don't want to get into gunfights that that way I have a UAV up and I knew they're coming, because then that's not based off the gun and attachment I have, but so much because I have a kill streak up, and vice versa. That's why I'm using Ghost to protect myself from UAVs. And obviously I don't want to get napalms or blackbird kills or chopper gunners, because that doesn't work. That doesn't affect the attachment. And my gun I'm using don't affect that. You could argue that a better gun might beat me while I have a UAV up. For the most part, that's not going to happen though. Claymore deaths, explosive deaths, things like that. Noob tube fights if a guy noob tubes at me and stuff like that. There is one noob tube fight I got into in one of the games, and I did count the kill, but I took a death and I counted that death as well. So it all kind of evened out. So otherwise, everything's. Don't worry, I'm kind of evening everything out. Make sure that if I take a death, if I subtract deaths, I subtract kills that next same situation, so everything comes out even. And I'm trying my best to make sure the numbers are as equal as possible. And lastly, I'm playing in free for all. This way, we don't get spawn trapped in like an objective game or even a TDN type game. So again, all the kills come from gun and attachment, not because of situation.